Hey, I'm Dan Richmond, and I was looking at the pack price right now. Look at this, guys. We're doing really good. We're up 23.6%, and I'm super stoked about this. But look, I was looking at the pack price, and I
21.
noticed... Hold on a second, guys. I'm doing this live, so I gotta just shut this
You're
here.
the
And I noticed Upchurch, dude. Upchurch made this video about UAP, right? And he's saying, well, if you've been watching the hearings and you've been following this topic, basically I'm going to do a quick rundown of what this guy's saying. So, first of all, man, Upchurch, I'm a fan, man. You've put out some really great stuff over the years, and I'm really happy to see you successful and just keep doing what you're doing, brother. But, dude, this UAP thing that you're talking about, I just want to say, here's the thing, right? So, number one, you're saying, well, all these, government credential guys, they just can't come out and say it's fake because they signed some documents, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah. Some of these guys have been in ultra secret meetings and roles that have to deal with our military technology and what the U.S. has. So I think that some of them, yeah, they probably had to sign some huge NDAs, and we know guys like Lou Elizondo have come out and said, look, I had to go through all this to get to this, or to reveal this in my book. I went through, a 1-year security check, and, some of these guys are highly credentialed dudes. David Fravor, I mean, he's like the best, they say he's like the best pilot, right, that we've had, like, in a while. He's like the guy, right? And we have all these, like, very professional people with huge, reputations to hold. And I think that it's not fair for you to say, oh, well, they just signed an NDA so they can't say it's fake. Yeah, well, there's people outside of the U.S., man, that have seen these things, right? So you're just talking about our government, and you're not really saying that. Globally, these have been seen in other countries. There's been shoot downs of these craft in other countries. And you make use of the word craft and say, yeah, because it's crafted, just like they make movie props. Yeah, I'm sure that these U.S. defense companies and stuff have been. If there is reverse engineering programs, it sounds like, yes, they are involved. There's contracts, and we've learned this through the years. But what you gotta think is, like, globally, the outside of the U.S., man, there's so many cases. Look at what's happening in Brazil, and there's been a lot of cases in Brazil, cases in Italy, and cases in these other countries. So I think it's fair to say that it's not just a U.S. problem, and the U.S. is holding it back. Other people have seen this, so that really can't be the issue. But I just want to say, man, like, we can let's talk about this thing in Africa with these children that were at a school. I mean, this was back in 1994. This incident happened, right? And 62 kids, man, 62 kids seen something, right? And they all come to the same conclusion. So some of the stuff that is more than just little green men and craft, and I think that you're not hitting a lot of these key points in your video. The other thing is cattle mutilations. Like, what is happening to this cattle, right? It's not farmers, man. There's no way that anybody goes out to some random of these ranches in Utah, and these have been happening forever. And there's no way that somebody just goes out there, cuts the cattle, takes these parts, fakes it to make it, and doesn't drip blood, or doesn't have some type of... Someone would get caught, right? So something is happening to these cattle. I definitely think that it's all intertwined with whatever's happening with the UAP issue. But yeah, some of the key points you made in your video, just about, oh, well, it's an NDA on top of an NDA on top of an NDA. That's kind of what you're saying. But yeah, I think that there is a certain amount of government whatever is going on in this topic. We all know what's happening, right? Like you said, psychological warfare. Like it's that is happening, though, in a lot more than just this. I mean, look at our food and what they're feeding us. look at what McDonald's is allowed to feed us. So it's not just this one thing that psychological warfare is happening, right? The simulation is real, man, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, man. This has been great. I'm Dan Richmond, and like I said, man, utmost respect for you, Up Church. This isn't like a hate thing, man. I wanted to talk about these other things because I think they're important points to this topic, and I really want to see this topic move forward. As I said, I'm cooking up some stuff in the UAP realm, and I'm super excited. But also, go Pack. We're doing really good today, guys, and I'm just super pumped. All right, we out.